well, then the judge is reviewable.
So what I'm getting at is why do Black's Law Dictionary, why do Buckwheat Dictionary have any authority?
Because that's a definition of the words, the definition of the creation of the courtroom itself, the solicitor, the people operating within it. It's the boundary fence that stands there with our constitutional rights.
It's a proper definition.
Yeah, I mean it's a proper definition. When we have trouble defining because our laws come from the Latin, we have to try and bring those words into an English meaning.
What does he find legalese as?
Legalese. Yeah.
Lawyers
Yeah. Sorry.
How and why is it recognised? Why is Black's Law Dictionary and Buckwheat maybe recognised?
What about Darrell's dictionary?
Yeah. What about Darrell's dictionary?
Because that's opinion.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That is
the time has come for a cup of tea and a buttered bun, or something just as good. So if we'd like to break and have a little bit of a break, usually at any law school they break after an hour because they reckon you can't absorb more than an hour's work. Silence, ladies and gentlemen. We'll hand back to Mr. O'Brien, who will continue for a little while, and then I'll tell you about what we're doing with the group proceeding. All right. I'll hand over to Darrell, and then he'll speak for a while, and then I will take over and tell you about what's happening with the group proceeding and what we're doing in the courts at the moment.
Okay, thanks, Peter. Now, I'm going to just run over what you would do when you have to go to court for the first time. Run, yeah. Okay, what we... Yeah, that's what I'm about to cover.
Sorry, can you get cover when you get harassed by the sheriff for the first time?
Yeah. Okay. Marg. Sorry, Marg, you can ask it now.
Now, we talked about referendums. Can you please explain to me the difference between a plebiscite and a referendum?
Okay.
As Bob Brown has introduced a bill in Parliament, I think it's May of 2008, for a plebiscite for Australia to become a republic. So that's on YouTube if anyone wants to see it.
The plebiscite's only about the referendum anyway. That's what the stands are.
Okay. Plebiscite. No, I thought it was the Loch Ness Monster. A binding or non-binding referendum on a proposed law. So it's only the question.
It's a talk fest, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a question. So it only fulfils the first line of Section 128. Okay, Section 128 of the Constitution goes for almost a page. Okay, so it's a fairly detailed section. So they went through a fair bit of debate with respect to the creation of Section 128, and that can be found in your Quick and Garran. If you want to spend the $300 odd to purchase a Quick and Garran, they are available from Angus and Robertson. But yeah, actually, we have also got the Quick and Garran on CD, ROM. So if anyone wanted a copy of that, then let us know at the end of the meeting, and we'll make sure you'll get a copy.
How much?
For the CD?
Yeah.
Oh, well, geez. Donation.
Why do you need to do referendum, Darrell? Just so people can see the difference.
Referendum, okay.
Just, I reckon it's
Yeah, fair enough. Referendum, the process of referring a state legislative act, a state constitutional amendment or an important public issue to the people for final approval by a popular vote. Final approval by a popular vote. Oh, yeah, absolutely, it's binding. It's the law of the land. That's the creation of the law of the land. And this is referred to in habeas corpus, section 8. That refers to the law of the land. Unless by law of the land. Okay, habeas corpus gives us our right to be heard by a jury. Unless by law of the land. So unless the people have said, no, we no longer need juries, then habeas corpus still sort of applies. They foresaw this, and that is a way of abrogating our referendum right. Okay.
Can you explain what plebiscite actually means? Sorry.
It's a question. The plebiscite is the question that's proposed.
Oh, the question.
Yeah, it's the question proposed in a referendum. Okay. So.
The other thing with referendums, Darryl, and it is very important, is the writ, i.e. the document that the House of Representatives and the Senate produce is very different from the article that's or the questions that are put on the actual ballot paper. They're extremely different.
Yeah.
And people would need to be really aware of that.
Well, this is section 128 says the upper and both houses of Parliament have to go over that question before it's presented to the people.
Yeah, that's writ form then, once it's presented.
Yeah.
But the actual, the document that's put to both houses of Parliament is nothing like the question on the ballot paper that the people are asked. Not even close to it.
Apparently I heard, I got a from an email that the government is actually pushing through a plebiscite to actually secretly get rid of our common law rights, the Magna Carta and all that sort of thing. And if you tick the box, that actually gives them a mandate to actually push through this referendum.
I would be questioning their right to do that, because if either the upper or lower house propose a question to be put back to the upper or lower house, then we're dealing with parliaments who are claiming sovereignty, and they cannot do that.
Yeah.
That question must be referred from we the people. Okay? And this is where first line of section 128, really the definition of that, the annotation of that, would put whatever Bob Brown is proposing pretty much out the door, unless he can be assured and show us that his constituents have put that proposal to him. Okay? Sovereignty of Parliament. At the Bill of Rights meeting that was getting around when Kevin Rudd first got into power, they they were making sure first and foremost that all the people that went to those meetings understood that sovereign parliaments are what we're dealing with now. And they recognise that when one of us goes into Parliament, we take our sovereignty with us. Okay, that's an impossibility under the Constitution.
I've been asked by two people yesterday, will I take on, put my hand up to the elections down there in Geelong to go against Lisa Neville. Now, if I do that, I go in as an independent, would it be safe?
Yeah, but when as I did when I went in for the Senate at the last federal election,